Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another eyeshadow palette review. So I'm going to be reviewing the Nicka K Neon Pop 9 color eyeshadow palette. This one is the blue one and it's called Ocean Eyes. And if you're interested to see a detailed review of this palette, then do keep watching. So the Nicka K Neon Pop range has 4 eyeshadow palettes. They are Lucky Charm, a green palette, Ocean Eyes, this blue palette, Watermelon Splash, a coral palette, and Oh Honey, a cute yellow palette. So out of the 4, I've got 2 of them, Lucky Charm, which I already reviewed, which by the way, if you haven't watched, you should go check that out after this video, and Ocean Eyes, which I'm gonna be reviewing in this video. So these palettes retail for ₹6.99, but most of the times these palettes are on a 50% discount on Nicka, which is where I got these palettes from. And now let's quickly discuss the color story of this cute little palette before we start swatching them. So there are a total of 4 shimmers, 4 mattes and 1 satin shade in this palette. So there's some interesting variety of matte blue shades along with a lilac in this palette. There aren't too many blue shimmer shades in this palette though. In fact, there's just one. Given that it's a blue themed palette, you'd expect to get at least one more blue shimmer shade. But that's not really an inconvenience, as we require more matte shades than shimmers any day. I feel like it's a very good thing that they included a frosty white shimmer and a steel grey shimmer in this palette, as they would help create more variety in the blue looks. And now let's finally get swatching. So the first shade is a frosty white shimmery shade. The second shade is a matte lilac shade. And the third shade is a powder blue-gray kind of a shade. It's very pale. It almost looks white. And now let's see how they swatch. So the frosty white shade is pretty decent. The matte lilac shade is not pigmented at all. There is hardly anything there, or at least it doesn't swatch well. I tried building up the color, and the third shade is equally not pigmented. It hardly gives away anything. I tried building up this color as well, but hopefully they'll work better on the eyes. So these are how the 3 shades look. So far, not too exciting. And now to the next 3 shades. So the 4th shade is a matte light turquoise kind of a shade. It's really pretty. The 5th shade is the steel grey shimmer shade, which looks really nice. And the 6th shade is a blue shimmer shade, which looks equally interesting. Now let's see how they swatch. So the matte turquoise shade is again not that pigmented. It's okay, not bad. The 5th shade, the steel grey shimmer shade, is pretty good. The 6th shade is also pretty good. So far the shimmers are not that bad, but the matte shades hasn't been that promising. And now to the final 3 shades. So the 7th shade is a satin dark blue, and this is how it looks. Surprisingly, it looks more metallic than I imagined. The 8th shade is a matte medium blue, and the 9th shade is a dark grey blue, which is also pretty interesting. Now let's see how this swatch. So the satin blue swatches pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. The 8th shade is alright. It doesn't look as cool blue as it does in the pan, and the 9th shade is pretty intense. I guess this is the most pigmented of all the shades in this palette. So these are the final 3 shades, and these are the most pigmented of all the shades in this palette, and these are how all the shades look. Now, as you already know, you can't really judge a palette by just swatches. Unless you try them on the eyes, you would never know. So I'm not judging this palette yet. The swatches don't look all that promising, but I'm hoping to get better result when I try them on the eyes. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and I am gonna be coming up with a blue look very soon and share that with you guys in this channel, so stay tuned for that. So this was the blue palette from the Nicka Neon Pop 9 color palette range, and I hope you guys found this review helpful and interesting, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hope to see you in my next video. Till then, bye.